Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's High Performance Power Hour with me, Jessica Perez-Beebe. You're here inside of High Performer Success Habits for Entrepreneurs, and I'm live every Tuesday at 12 noon Pacific Standard Time. So set a reminder on your phone or turn on the notifications in this group so that you don't miss any of these trainings. I'm going to be training something valuable, always giving you something practical that you can use and apply right away in your life and in your business to get more results, to be more in alignment, and to have more productive time and free time in your day and life. Okay, I have been a coach and entrepreneur now for almost 17 years. So know that what you're going to get here in this group is valuable, it works, and of course, when you apply it is when you're going to see the results. So I see a lot of people struggle with confidence, a lot of business owners, entrepreneurs, especially when you're new. And I want to share a quick little story with you of my own experience with this early on as an entrepreneur. So I was part of a group as a client with a business coach. Um, Sean Greeley was his name. Look him up if you're in the fitness industry because he's brilliant. His company is brilliant with fitness entrepreneurs, which I was at that time. Anyway, I had some good success with applying what he was teaching. I'm a great student and getting the results. And so I was invited to speak on stage at his big mega training that he does every year. Okay, so thousands of people in the audience. So, number one, I was honored and flattered. And of course, I had to say yes. But inside, I was freaking out because I had never spoken on stage before. And I had always told myself that I'm not a public speaker. I'm afraid to speak on stage. I get nervous, right? Do you ever have those things that you just convince yourself you're not good at and that you can't do, even if you've never actually done it? It's crazy how we do that to ourselves. But this was the conversation I was having with myself. And I'll never forget like sitting in my bedroom, in my bed with my now husband, and like writing and practicing and standing in front of him and practicing. And fast forward to that day, the event was in Florida, and it's my time to speak on stage. All morning, I'm nervous. As I'm standing on the side of the stage, waiting to go up, somebody else was finishing their talk. I was about to be announced. There was something that came over me and I just quieted myself down. I took a deep breath and I said to myself, you know what? What if I stopped worrying about how I look, how I sound, if I'm going to mess up, all those things that were about me, I was so worried about. And what if instead I just focused on the message that I'm teaching, the what I'm going up there to teach, if I just focus out and act like I'm a teacher and like I'm teaching this, I'm serving the people in the audience. And it was almost an immediate shift when I realized that what I was doing on the stage was not about me. And that even if I looked stupid or I messed up, it didn't matter because I was there to teach something that the CEO of this company felt was I was qualified to do, and it was something that was going to help them. And so the point of this story is step number 1 in increasing your confidence in what you sell, what you offer, and what you do. As a coach, as an entrepreneur, number 1 is focus out. You will be far more confident, less likely to say no to things for fear of failure. You when you are focused out, when you don't make it about you and you make it about what you are delivering, what you are teaching. If you just think about the one person that this information will click with. And that's what I did when I got on that stage. And within, I would say, 20 seconds of stepping on stage, my nerves went completely away. And I just then enjoyed it. And I felt like, wow, this is natural. It wasn't natural before that. It became natural when I just focused on what I was teaching. Okay, so number one, you've got to stop making it about you. Stop making it about you, and your nerves will go away. Focus out. Number two, trust in the value of whatever it is that you're teaching or offering. You've got to trust in what it is you're putting out there. If you don't believe that what you're teaching is or selling or offering is actually of value, it's going to come across. So you don't want to be teaching or selling anything that you don't believe in wholeheartedly. And this comes from one of the foundational things that I teach all of my clients from the beginning. And that is knowing what your purpose is, being connected to your purpose, knowing what it is you stand for. What's the mission? What is your mission in your life or your business? And what's the vision that you have for it? When you're basing your products and your services on something bigger than yourself, a bigger vision, a bigger mission, that's something that you can get behind. And, you can sell or offer or talk about easily all the time because you trust in it. You know that it's of great value. I teach my clients how to create an irresistible offer. And we don't even get to that until we do the work on what's your stand, what's your mission, what's your vision, and why. You've got to know why. Simon Sinek says, start with why. People never buy what you're selling, but what they do buy is you. They buy why you're selling it. So you've got to have that connection to what you're selling or offering, and you've got to trust in it. When you've got that, confidence increases. It because it's easy to talk about something that you believe in, right? And then third, and most important, and this is the thing that robs most people of the confidence that they want to feel when they're out there connecting with other people or presenting something or selling something. And it is action. Action. Confidence comes from taking action. It doesn't come from waiting, from researching, from getting more information, from more studying. There's a time and a place for that, but most people are stuck in that, right? Confidence doesn't come from waiting until you have everything figured out before you take action. Confidence comes from action. You get it? The more action that you take, the more confidence you get. Because you can only course correct when you're out there taking action. That's the only way you get feedback of whether or not what you're sharing and how you're sharing it is actually landing. You'll never get feedback just sitting back waiting. So think of before we had GPSs. I hope most of you are old enough to remember before we had GPSs because I am. So remember, you would get directions to where you're going, right? So your friend gives you directions, you write it down, go to the third stop sign, then you'll see a big blue house on the left, right? Or if you're a guy, you probably just got out your map. I never did that. But either way, you did not have this person talking over a speaker, making it easy for you, taking your mind out of it, right? No, you had to be completely connected to what you were doing, where you were going. And often we would get lost, right? So you'd get lost along the way. Somehow you missed the sign, something didn't connect. And what do you do? What do you do when you get off track and you get lost? That's feedback for you that, okay, I'm not going the right way. I want you to think about this as it relates to your business. You're getting feedback. Okay, not going the right way. So what do? Do you give up and go home? Do you just sit there, throw your hands up and not do anything? No. You regroup, you circle back, you trace your steps. You might pull out the map. Not me. I would stop and ask for directions, right? But something that you're going to do based on getting the feedback that you're off track is going to get you back on track, right? And then you'll get to your destination. But you can't get anywhere if you don't actually get in the driver's seat and move. So you've got to take more action. And I promise you, your confidence in what you're doing, what you're offering is going to increase. So for most of you, that looks like consistently showing up for your community, whether it's doing Facebook Lives like this, IG Lives, whether it's posting, daily or at least a few times a week, whether it's sending emails to your list, whether it's connecting with other people in your community, collaborating, whether it's putting together an offer and making offers to people. Either way, it comes down to you've got to take action. So to regroup, how do you get more confidence in what you're doing and what you're offering? Number one, focus out. Worry less about yourself, how you look, how you're going to be judged, whether people are going to like you. Worry less about that and much more about getting your message to the person that needs it. Focus on the audience, the client, okay, the customer. Number two, trust in the value of what you're teaching and offering. Like, trust that that's enough. Get excited about what you're sharing. I love making offers to people because I know that what I'm offering is life-changing. I know that what I teach and the resources that I provide in the community and the accountability, I know that when I make that offer, anything somebody signs up with for me, whether it's an online training, whether it's my year-round mastermind, whether it's my 3-month vision-driven jumpstart, whether it's an in-person event like the retreat I have coming up in September, whatever it is that I'm offering, I'm excited to offer it because I know people are going to get tremendous value and it's going to make an immediate difference in their life. You've got to come from that place. And if you don't have that trust in your offer, you need to get it. You need to start there. And so if you need help with that, let me know in the comments or send a private message and my team will get you connected with me and I can help you with that. And then finally, you've got to take action and you've got to take consistent action. That's where you're going to get your feedback and that's where you're going to get more confident in what you're doing. So that is today's